As we all know, this rock right here is the true representation of the 2010 film The Last Airbender. They spent $150 million just to make this rock fly and hit someone, which would be faster to pick it up and throw it. Yeah, this masterpiece of trash managed to burn through $150 million of Nickelodeon's movies' cash like it was nothing. They were aiming to kick off a trilogy that would cover the epic story of Avatar, The Last Airbender, from books 2 and 3. But dreams that money can't buy. After throwing another whopping $130 million into the black hole of advertising, they spent a grand total of $280 million on this cinematic piece of dirt. However, that wasn't enough to convince anyone to let them make the rest of the trilogy. And for God's sake, the day this eyesore dropped, it scored a majestic 5% on Rotten Tomatoes. A round of applause, please, for achieving the near impossible. And the day this film came out, fans everywhere were angry and depressed.
I should have gone and seen Twilight.
Well, you know a movie sucks when a grown man can say that and have people agree with him. But honestly, how did it go from such potential to so much disappointment? Why didn't Nickelodeon step in when things were going badly? But most importantly, where's the cast of this expensive eyesore now? Did the director of this film really care about the criticism? Well, let's answer all of those questions here. So keep watching. Where's The Last Airbender movie cast now? Yes, it is so bad. The original creators of Avatar, The Last Airbender, Michael Dante DiMartino and Brian Konietzko, supported the 2010 film, but soon enough, their tune changed faster than you can say Avatar State. They go from cheerleaders to face-palming critics of their own movie. See, Konietzko breaks it down in a 2014 podcast interview saying, A, we didn't want it to be done at all. Before anyone was attached, we didn't want it. And then B, if it was going to be done, we wanted to do it, but they weren't going to let us. C, when they attached Night, we just thought, well, this is what we've been dealt. We'll just offer help when it's asked of us, and if it's not, we'll stay out of the way. In the beginning, it was more positive, and we offered help, but then we had a big falling out. The two creators offered help, but they got sidelined and watched as their baby turned into something unrecognizable. And then there's Albert Kim, steering the Netflix adaptation of Avatar, The Last Airbender, saying, I'll tell you something, I never watched the Shyamalan movie. There was a period of time where I thought I should watch it, but then I thought, I don't really want those images in my head as I start to go forward with our version of this project. So I avoided it purposefully. Now, that's not to say I hadn't heard the criticisms of it. But honestly, why did what M. Shyamalan do to The Last Airbender make it become so damn expensive trash? Reasons why The Last Airbender sucked. Where do we even start? They grabbed all the crucial bits from Season 1, crammed them into a blender, and hit the puree button. Character development? Emotional growth? Pfft, who needs it when you can have everything happen at breakneck speed? And the experience of watching your favorite characters on fast forward, minus the charm, is unbearable. Speaking of charm, remember how Aang was the poster child for fun? The kid lived for penguin sledding and fish surfing. Well, the movie decided that was too much joy. And the result?
We'll stop at nothing to destroy him.
Aang, the once bubbly airbender, became about as exciting as watching paint dry on a gloomy day. And the personalities? They did Katara so dirty. She went from Aang's witty love interest and a protective sister to, well, a walking piece of cardboard. Also in the original series, Sokka is the comic relief. But in this film, he was more like comic grief. Furthermore, this is a bit subtle, but Shyamalan decided, hey, let's ignore years of established pronunciation and do it our way. So Aang became Aang, Avatar is now Avatar, and Sokka turned into Sokka. Because I respect the source material, right? And of course, I know you know that we're going into this part, the casting. The Last Airbender decided to throw a curveball with its casting choices. Asian-inspired cultures are represented by mostly white main characters. And suddenly, the Fire Nation became a Bollywood extravaganza. Moreover, what can we say about the acting? If you enjoy wooden performances and lines delivered with the emotional range of a teaspoon, then you're in for a real treat. The actors seem as confused as we are. Bless their hearts. But let's talk about them in a few seconds. When it comes to the battle scenes, it's just plain old martial arts. Where's the fire? The water? The earth? The air? More like, where's the remote? And more importantly, Where's the Last Airbender movie cast right now? Noah Ringer as Aang. Since 2011, Noah has stepped away from the bright lights of the movie world. His acting career ended after Cowboys and Aliens, which unfortunately shared the same fate as The Last Airbender. Now, Noah channels his energy into mastering martial arts. And if you are a hater of the 2010 adaptation, you might be curious about how the hell Noah landed the role of Aang. And here's a fun fact. At just 12 years old, Noah was already a black belter. Also, Noah was always seen with a bald head, earning him the nickname Avatar from his martial arts buddies. Nicola Peltz as Katara. After waving goodbye to her role in The Last Airbender, Nicola Peltz dived into a bunch of films like Eye of the Hurricane in 2012, zoomed into action with Transformers Age of Extinction in 2014, explored the highs and lows of wealth in Affluenza, also in 2014, took a road trip in Youth in Oregon in 2016, uncovered family secrets in Backroads in 2018, experimented with tech in Our House in 2018, addressed serious themes in The Obituary of Tunde Johnson in 2019, celebrated holidays in Holidate in 2020, and then in 2024, she decided to step behind the camera and become a director with the film Lola. Jackson Rathbone as Sokka. After The Last Airbender, Jackson Rathbone jumped right into more action and drama. He starred in the Twilight Saga Breaking Dawn Part 1 in 2011 and wrapped it up in Part 2 in 2012. Furthermore, he also appeared in Live at the Fox's Den in 2013, explored mysteries in City of Dead Men in 2014, took a journey on Pali Road in 2015, and mixed things up in Mixtape in 2021. Dev Patel as Prince Zuko. Dev Patel is directing and starring in a heart-pounding action thriller called Monkey Man, which everyone's buzzing about for its 2024 release. From the get-go, Dev has been part of some truly memorable movies like The Best Exotic Marigold Hotel in 2011, and How We All Went Back for More in its 2015 sequel. Then there was Chappie in 2015, The Man Who Knew Infinity and The Lion both in 2016, Hotel Mumbai in 2018, The Personal History of David Copperfield in 2019, and The Green Knight in 2021. Shaun Toub is Uncle Iroh. Toub didn't just stop after bending elements in The Last Airbender in 2010. He powered through to Iron Man 3 in 2013. Then, he switched gears to a thrilling ride in the Apple TV Plus Israeli series Tehran in 2020. Aasif Mandvi as Commander Zhao. After The Last Airbender, Mandvi dived into Million Dollar Arm in 2014, hitting a home run as Ash Vasdevan, and celebrated Mother's Day in 2016 on the big screen. By 2024, Aasif has shown he's not just a funny guy from The Daily Show, but a versatile British-American actor, comedian, and author. Cliff Curtis as Fire Lord Ozai. After The Last Airbender, Curtis went from the Fire Nation to battling prehistoric sharks in The Meg in 2018 and in Meg 2: The Trench in 2023, and exploring Pandora in Avatar: The Way of Water in 2022. Also, his upcoming film will be Avatar 3 in 2025. Seychelle Gabriel as Princess Yu. Gabrielle has been busy since her time in The Last Airbender, from dancing in Honey 2 in 2011, Slight in 2016, to surviving Bloodfest in 2018. On TV, she fought aliens in Falling Skies from 2011 to 2014 as Lourdes Delgado and lent her voice to Asami Sato in The Legend of Korra from 2012 to 2014. She battled future wars in The Tomorrow War in 2021 as Sergeant Diaz and hit the stage in Daisy Jones and the Six in 2023 as Julia Dunn. And lastly, Summer Bishil as Azula. After The Last Airbender, Bishil cast a spell on audiences as Margot Hansen in The Magicians from 2015 to 2020. And when it comes to the director, M. Night Shyamalan, he has directed some films throughout the years. But I don't have the energy to even search them. I am not interested. But if you do, please do it yourself for fandom's sake. But seriously, Netflix's live-action adaptation of ATLA based on its trailer and cast looks promising, and a lot of fans are calling it justice. One fan said, "This trailer alone is already better than the first movie." Another commented, "Everyone's talking about the visuals and casting, but can we appreciate how they've kept the essence of the original series? It's like seeing a childhood dream come alive." So, how about you? What do you think about the Netflix live-action adaptation of Avatar: The Last Airbender? Leave your thoughts in the comment section below.